This is part two of a double upload today. If you haven't seen the first one, I suggest you go back and watch that one first. It had me spending £300 million on it, so it was quite good fun. If you've already seen that one though, obviously, feel free to stick around. Hello and welcome to Season 16, Episode 2 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we have the first two Premier League games of the season, at home against Derby and away against Liverpool. We're just going to get straight into them. Nothing's happened since you were last with me earlier today, because that was the last game that we played. So the team that we're going to be playing against Derby, we've made one change from the team that played Chelsea, and it's a controversial one. I'm going to start with Cesar Ortega up front rather than João Roberto, purely because he scored a goal and I want to have a better look at him. We've only really seen him for that 20 minutes he came on for, and he looked pretty good. I'd like to think over the course of the season these two are going to be battling for a starting spot right to the bitter end, and we might rotate them quite regularly if they both keep up good form. Other than that, everyone else is pretty much unchanged. We've swapped Jans and Koulibaly around in midfield just to, again, have a look at them playing in the slightly different roles. We've got Donnarumma in goal, Osborne at right back, Riedewald at left back, and then Murat and Martelli in the middle of defence. Koulibaly and Jans in midfield, and then Mputu, Gilberto and Ayrton behind Cesar Ortega. Let's get into the match, and hopefully we can keep up the good run of form that we're on. Obviously, we've just beaten Chelsea, but in addition to that, we finished last season really, really strongly as well, scoring lots of goals, and on quite a long run of consecutive victories at the end of the season as well, apart from that one blip where I fiddled with the system and shouldn't have. But that aside, we are in good form, and it would be nice to just sort of keep that going, get the season off to a really good start, and start to really apply the pressure to Chelsea early on. We're in. Riedewald scoring would have been odd. The only other significant change we've made is Gilberto is now officially our vice-captain, and as I don't expect Sabri Medain to play many games this season, Gilberto is effectively the captain now. It's like when you have your team captain and your club captain, and for some reason teams have a club captain who never actually plays. That's what Medain's going to be like for us this season. He'll get involved here and there, but certainly once Lazarov is fit, Medain's not going to get a look in if Lazarov can pick up his old Ipswich form. I think he got in the... what just happened? That was a ridiculous back pass piece of nonsense. Donnarumma with a fantastic save, but we should never have got ourselves into a pickle like that. That was ridiculous. Right, this isn't quite what I was hoping for. How good are Derby? We should be thrashing them by now. Ortega's in, is he? Would have liked a better finish. João Roberto's on the bench, you know. No pressure or anything, but you keep missing chances like that, you're not going to stay on for very long. Right, Jans down to Ortega, out to Mputu. He's very wide for Mputu, but he's drifting inside. Ayrton, who's supposed to be wide, but he's supposed to cross. It comes back off the keeper, and Ortega has got his second goal in 2 games. He was a bargain. If he keeps this up, João Roberto's going to get a grump on in no time. So what actually happened here? Ayrton beat his man, should have crossed, but had a bizarre shot that was going miles wide. What was their keeper thinking? And then Ortega sort of hits it into the defender's legs. It might have even been going wide. I'd almost be tempted to put that down as an own goal, but I'm not going to, because, you know, I want to go down in history as it being my man that I brought in, who was the one who scored all the goals in City's title-winning season. I'd much rather Ortega be the goal scorer extraordinaire than João Roberto. Gilberto's in again. That's his second goal of the season already. He's just picking up where he left off. He's just a goal machine from attacking midfield. So Koulibaly with the cross. Gilberto nods it down, and their keeper can't get across in time. And we're 2-0 up. This is a bit more like it. This was the script that I had in my mind for this game. We'd go and absolutely stuff Derby, and take that form into the Liverpool game then. Right, Ortega flicks it onto nobody at all. You're the lone striker, man. Come on. Can't be flicking it forward like that. No one's running beyond you. See, we've got a midfield tackle in. That's what I want to see. Let's do it again. Let's get another tackle in. See, we didn't that time. And Donnarumma has made some very important saves already. I guess I'm saying he's 31, getting on a bit. We need to replace him, but I keep forgetting he's a goalkeeper. He's probably got at least 5 or 6 seasons left in him yet. We don't need to worry about that for a long time. Gilberto with the cross now, and Ortega had 2 really simple chances and probably should have scored both of them. We should have had 2 more goals there, I think. So João Roberto, he needs to get warming up. He must know his time for entering the pitch is quickly approaching, because Ortega is not going to make it to the end of the game unless he gets another couple of goals. Right, Umputu to Koulibaly out to This is why we need our first choice fullbacks back in the team, because we've basically got 4 centre backs playing in defence for us today, which isn't ideal when I like to get a nice bit of width out of the fullbacks. Koulibaly to Umputu to Ortega, slots it through to Gilberto. Gilberto should have scored. That was a good opportunity. We're creating an awful lot of chances. We've had 21 shots already. Probably should be more than 2-0 up, but we'll worry about that when we stop winning games. I don't mind. I mean, I know we've only had 9 shots on target, so we're just whacking shots in from everywhere. But while we're still winning, I don't really care. I'll look into that a little bit more if we stop winning matches. Riederwald, cross, that's just an awful cross. We in desperate need of another left back, but we just don't have squad spaces for them. We need to bring in youngsters who are going to count as trained in England. So either English players or under 18s. That's got to become the transfer policy starting now, really. We've had our fun for 2 summers spending lots of money on first team players. From this moment on, it needs to be about building a squad for the future, and Ortega's just got his 2nd of the game, his 3rd goal in 2 games for Manchester City, and Tottenham fans must just be looking on hissing, not understanding why he wasn't doing this for them. How has he not played for Spain yet at 25 years old? Because he's come straight into this team and does not look out of place. Right, let's make some changes. Wilkes can come on for Jans and just slot into that deep line playmaker role. And Ayrton's having another disappointing game. We'll bring up Van Inzerelin on. He's been on the transfer list all summer and no one is interested in him. So by default, he's still at the club, which is the main reason we've loaned Christensen out, because with Van Inzerelin still there, Christensen just wasn't ever going to get a game. But certainly the plan for the next 12 months is to get Van Inzerelin out so Christian can come into the squad. And Christensen should be a trained in England player. He's only 20 now and he's been at City for at least 3 years. So when he does pass 21, he becomes a player who can actually join this squad and help us with our numbers a little bit. Right, who are we going to take off now? We'll take off... I mean, how much of a grump is João Roberto about to get into? Because I'm going to bring on Wagner for Gilberto just because he can play as an attacking midfielder. In fact, can Ortega? No. So he gets a game ahead of João Roberto. João Roberto is going to hand in a transfer request after this game, I imagine. But, you know, he should have scored against Chelsea. That's where he went wrong. He barely got 40 goals last season. That's no reason to be guaranteed a place in the team this season. So he learnt nothing from my past history with discarding players for no reason at all. Right. Is this closing out now? We're playing some nice football. Look, passing the ball around, lovely. Out to Riederwald again. This will end the attack. Yeah, there we go. Another terrible cross from the old man at left back. But we've beaten Derby 3-0. That's the main thing. We've had a winning start to the season. Now we get to go and play Liverpool and hopefully keep the run going. So straight into the Liverpool game then. No reason to make any changes at all. Mateza is fit again-ish but failed a fitness test. I've got him on the bench just because we don't really have any other backup defenders. But other than that, we are completely unchanged. Hopefully, we will keep our good run of form going against what looks like a slightly stronger Liverpool side than they've been able to field in recent years. Perhaps a little bit of a comeback under Gary Monk at Liverpool, who's been the Liverpool manager for about 6 months now and seems to be turning the club around. So that's what you've got to look forward to, Liverpool fans. 15 years of being in the bottom half of the Premier League, and then Gary Monk's going to come and save you. We've just gone 1-0 up. Cesar Ortega now has his 4th goal in basically 120 minutes of football. He looks like he might have been a decent signing, which is nice. So ball through from Koulibaly, and Ortega he rounds the keeper and tucks it away. 2 new signings to combine in there. See, this is what happens when you get £300 million to spend. You can buy decent footballers. The weird thing was doing the press conferences after something, like with Jans coming in for 26 million, being asked about how much of a bargain he was. And I just looked back to sort of glance behind me, remembering my time at Ipswich, thinking £26 million there would have been close to a record transfer. I think the most we spent there was 28 million for both Lazaroff and Fall. And that kind of money that's considered a bargain at Man City. It's a crazy, crazy world. It puts into perspective how good an achievement it was finishing second in the Premier League with Ipswich, when the big clubs are able to throw this kind of money around. We've got a penalty here. Ayrton was brought down, and Ortega is going to score again, hopefully, because he's taking the penalty. And this goal scoring from him is getting a bit silly now. I don't want to never play João Roberto again, but Cesar Ortega is seizing on an opportunity at the moment. And it's potentially a bit of a problem. Is problem the right word? Because João Roberto is one of the best players in the world. And he can't get in the team at the moment. I mean, it's a long season, Champions League and all that. He'll get his opportunities. It's a nice problem to have. There you go. Football cliches. Love a football management cliche. It's a nice problem to have. Ayrton's injured. That's not so nice a problem, because we don't really have suitable replacements for him. Can we recall Christensen from his loan? Oh, they've got one back here. I'm getting all ahead of myself with excitement. Elostondo's back at Liverpool. Didn't I sign him for Ipswich from Liverpool? Hang about. Can we... No, we'll look at him at half-time. That's odd. When did that happen? How did that happen? That is the guy we had at Ipswich, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Right, Ayrton's going to have to come off at half-time, I think. What's up with him? Let's have a look. And potential foot... Yeah, we can't leave him on with a potential foot injury. Van Inzerillen's on the bench, so he can come on. And now, how do we look at Liverpool? Opposition, there we go. He's playing it right back. That is Ander Elizondo. Okay. So Liverpool released him at the end of his contract. I signed him at Ipswich for free. And then after I left, Liverpool bought him back again for £4.5 million. Why would you let him go in the first place then? And why are you playing him at right back? I don't understand. How do we get back to the match now? We've messed around with all that. Right, did we make a substitution? Did it actually... I think it did. I don't like messing around in the menus. It still confuses me after all this time. Right. I don't like only being 1 goal ahead. I can't escape the fact that we are... traditionally, very poor defensively. We don't know if we've fixed that problem this season yet. We probably haven't. Especially not while we're playing this particular combination of players as our back four. Because it's not close to what our full strength back four would be when we have our 2 injured fullbacks fit. So another goal would be rather pleasant around about now, if you could oblige, please, football players. Substitution time is quickly approaching as well, and Putu's not having the best of games, so it might be time to bring him off. We don't have another. We haven't been able to put Embolo in our squad either. This whole not having any English players thing is a bit of a problem. Can João Roberto play out there, do we think? Can Ortega play out there, do we think? Do we just need to butcher the system and play them both somehow? That's probably a bad idea, isn't it? We'll just leave Putu on. Once one winger's gone off injured, the other one is guaranteed a spot in the team then. Wilkes can come on, because Liverpool's his old club, and hopefully he'll go and score a goal to celebrate playing against his old club. Yeah, Liverpool, I left you to come and be a Manchester City reserve. In your face. Right. Another substitution. We kind of probably should bring João Roberto on, because otherwise he's going to start getting unhappy, isn't he? Although Remco Smith's on the bench, and I'd quite like to have a look at him. I bet there's Lewis Bradford's. He should... No, we'll bring João Roberto. No, we can't do that. That's a stupid substitution. I don't know what to do. I want to take off Umputu. We have no one to... What we could do is change the system and bring on Lewis Bradford and stick him there. But actually we want Jans there. No, we don't. We want Bradford there. And do this. I don't really like playing Gilberto out wide like this. But we're running low on wide players, which isn't ideal. And we'll just do that. And we'll perhaps go counter. And, in fact, no, let's go defensive. And just try and ride out the rest of this match. Probably just ask Liverpool to... Oh, cancel! Cancel! How do we cancel? Why is there not a cancel button? For goodness sake. What? Why? Why did that happen? Right. Back into tactics. Forget all that. Stay attacking. Can we cancel? Ooh! Right, hold on. Does that... No. Brilliant. Okay. Well, that's rubbish, isn't it? Grumpy now. Liverpool are going to go and win this match. And it's all my fault. Oh, for goodness sake. Why did you let me change the system? Why haven't we got any more wide players on the bench? What a stupid summer of transfers this has been. We should win this game. This is annoying. I don't want Gilberto wasted out wide. I want him here. What? We don't have any... Should we just do that? Or that? And stick him there as a roaming playmaker. I mean, I'm absolutely clutching at straws now. Just do that. Is that stupid? It's got to be better than what we had. There you go, let's do that. It's only 3 minutes. Why not? That might be the new system that all the cool kids are playing in no time. Why did you make the changes? Why is nothing happening? Hopefully the game's going to crash and we get a do-over. Go on, crash. Oh, the game's still paused. Okay. Yeah. We'll allow it. Right, let's go and get another goal. No, not... We're Man City. We're the ones in blue. We want a goal. I might just pause it again. I was enjoying it more when it was paused. I guess it's a sign of how far we've come that I'm really annoyed that we're drawing away at Liverpool. But we have thrown away 2 points here. Let's go... No. Rubbish. Okay. Learning point. We know not to do that again. Right, if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there. Subscribe to the channel as well while you're there, because that's what the cool kids are doing, I hear. And thank you very much for watching.